Hi guys, hope you're well. Welcome to DOdaily, Tuesday training. It's Des here. Hopefully you've had a cracking start to the week. Hopefully Monday Motivation yesterday, where we spoke about going again, has inspired you to really attack everything we do. Whether we come off a bad time, a good time, the point is to use everything to good effect, to really enjoy the things we're doing. And that's definitely the case for me. I spoke a lot yesterday about going to the cricket, a new format, the opportunity again to be amongst people, and everything's always better when we've got company and when we can interact and communicate, and do all the things we enjoy. And it was absolutely brilliant. I had a fantastic night. Unfortunately today, just feeling a little bit under the weather, so whilst I'm still really determined to keep going, to keep pushing through, just feeling the strain of it all a little bit. Like I say, I'll get through it. I'll push on. I've made one or two decisions today. I didn't actually take part in the City Slickers session. Whilst I turned up, did what I had to do in sort of leading the group and setting the example in that sense. I didn't like it. I had to miss out. One, because I wasn't feeling particularly good, but I've also got some huge blisters from the exertions of Thunder Run at the weekend. And with another half marathon coming up this weekend, I've got to do absolutely everything I possibly can to be fit and well and ready, and running on blisters whilst it will be possible without that half marathon. It's not really a good idea, if I give myself a couple of days just to get back in shape. But in terms of everything else, it's all systems go, and like I say, we go again. It's something I've used a lot recently, and I have a bit of a laugh and a joke about with one or two people, but it's important to remember that sort of motto, isn't it? And after looking back to yesterday, I was in the midst of a real buzz, and it dawned on me today that I'm actually really enjoying life, and it might sound a bit soppy, it might sound a bit wishy-washy, but I'm enjoying absolutely everything I do. And it's important to sort of realise that as well, isn't it? It's easy to get fed up when little things happen along the way and little things annoy us. But I was just looking back, and whilst it's been a really difficult time for us all, COVID and the pandemic, personally, I've had one or two ups and downs over the last couple of years. Still have stresses. I'm not gloating. I'm not saying life's perfect. It's absolutely not. Still have to worry about certain things, and things could be so much better in many ways. But I actually really, really enjoy it. All those things I've been talking about, all the plans I've got. This weekend there's going to be another epic one. Kay's birthday, this half marathon. Me and Kay getting a little bit of a mini break, a bit of a treat for her birthday, but it's all things that we like doing, and when we can do those, it's just about pushing through, keep looking forward to it, making the most of it, and like I said yesterday, take the good spirit from the good things. If it didn't quite work out, we go again, we find a way to make it better next time. And that's kind of, I thought it was important to talk about that today, because it's kind of what's happened with the City Slickers session. Whilst I've not been able to take part in terms of activity physically, I've been able to get along there. Lots of guys turned up. Brilliant session, where different people attended than they usually do. Everybody runs together, One of the ladies who always comes to the running group, been there from day one, brought a son, and he went out and smashed a 5k. His first ever 5k. Really, really impressed in the time he did when they got back. I was over the moon for him and for Hannah, his mum. Just to see people taking something like that from it is absolutely fantastic. So again, I've got so much fun today. Whilst I've felt a bit under the weather, and the blisters are stopping me doing what I want to do, I've got taken so much from seeing what other people are doing, taken so much from the fact that I've realised how happy I feel, and that's what we live for, isn't it? We've got to live for the happy times, There's always going to be blips along the way. There's always going to be things that put us off. But right now, with this sort of attitude all the time of we go again, and of course just doing it, just keep doing the things we're doing, keep plodding on, it might be repetitive, it might be a bit samey, I might say the same things repeating. But even Do Daily, when I was kind of, I wrote a little post today about how I feel and put a picture on of all the guys from the weekend. Even when I was doing that, I kind of realised that even Do Daily, you know, I might come in for a little bit of stick from it here and there. You know, it's not perfect. I'm not perfect at it. But when I'm pacing up and down, you know, I'm absolutely loving what I'm doing. All this started on Friday by talking about taking things forward. And it's just by talking about it, by enjoying what I'm doing, by sort of ticking over, you know, it's just making me feel even better about it. You know, it's like a sort of sitting on the crest of a wave. It just keeps rolling and rolling and rolling, and when you take so much from the little things you do and satisfaction from it, you know, it really works. But what I'm kind of getting to with all this, you've got to want to enjoy it in the first place. If you really look forward to it, if you find different ways of approaching it, you know, like Hannah bringing a son along today, you know, it just adds a completely different dimension to exactly the same thing. So you've got to want to find ways, you've got to want to enjoy it, make the absolute most of it. Look forward to the challenge ahead, because sometimes it is a challenge, isn't it? You know, trying to fit everything in, trying to do this, you know, whether we can afford it, whether we got the time allowance, you know, we have to find ways to make it happen. And when we do that, when we find ways to enjoy yourself and be happy, you know, absolutely anything's possible. We've got some real big sort of things to work at during the week, got all them exciting plans at the weekend, you know, and it'd be easy to say it's not possible, I can't fit it in, I'm not feeling fantastic. But with all this enthusiasm and excitement and all this sort of togetherness that's built up over the last sort of, well, throughout the pandemic, I guess, in terms of the fact that people in general, I'm talking about, tend to have sort of come together, become a little bit more understanding and a little less sort of, what's the word, complacent, I guess, you know, a little less complacent about things just happening. You've got to go out there and make it work, and when you do, it's absolutely brilliant. You know, keep pushing yourself. You know, there's nothing wrong with sort of making yourself accountable and adding in little challenges. That's what I'm always doing, you know. And that, again, it was something that dawned on me today, how many I actually work on at one time. You know, some people are always saying you do too much, you do this, you do that, but if you don't do it, then they can be the first people who say, well, he's not doing that now, you know, he's not doing that. If you just keep putting yourself out there, keep going again, you know, you'll get the results, you'll get everything you want from life. And like I say, we'll be living for the good times. Don't settle for living for the crap, you know. That's not the way to be, is it? It's all about getting out there, enjoying yourself and doing what you do. If it can include a Tuesday training activity session, absolutely brilliant. Activity is always something I really enjoy. Right now, I'm just pleased that it's not that I don't need it, I just don't need it to be happy. Sometimes when I'm sort of getting towards a worse place, you know, I have to rely on it, and it works, you know, it really pulls me around, you know, when I've got nothing else to sort of, well, not nothing, because there's always something, but when I feel like I've got nothing else to sort of aim at or work at, you know, just getting out there and doing activity pulls me out of a slump. So if that's where you are now, get out there, getting plenty of activity. If you're feeling great, get out there anyway, because it only adds to it. Like I say tonight, the only thing that could have added to my day was actually being part of the running session, watching it sort of develop and seeing what people are doing. But I've still taken so much from it. I've still enjoyed what we do. And it just proves, doesn't it, when you come together in such fine spirit, you know, and the guys that take part in this session are all different abilities, all different ages, as I've spoke about already. It just proves when you put yourself there and when you sort of prepared to work with others, work off others, you know, the joy and enjoyment you can get out of it, you know, and that's what it's all about, isn't it? It's just about being happy, you know. And if we keep going again, you know, if we keep just doing it, we'll be absolutely fantastic. Really enjoying things, you know. I've said it already, I'm just going to reiterate the point. Really enjoying the things I do. the activity, do daily, like I say, even if it's just pacing up and down the River Trent, you know, the cricket nights, everything that's going on, the people around me. And I also mentioned on my write-up today that the football's not even back yet. What am I going to be like when I get to go to Forest again? Actually purchased a ticket today to go to a Forest game. So again, something massive to take out of the day, which I was really excited about doing. I can actually go into a football stadium and I've purchased a ticket to go to an away game. So again, it's one of the things I really enjoy, and I'd almost forgot about it because I'm pressing on, going ahead. But if I can take anything from today, it's being at that session, watching the achievement, and the fact I'm going to watch Forest away again. And they're the things that make me really happy. They're my sort of favourite ever things. So that's all I want to say, really, guys, is keep with this sort of motto of we go again, keep pushing on. I've almost convinced myself now that I'm happy. I am happy, but by sort of speaking about it, by creating this momentum, by tackling each thing as it comes, I think I'm really there, really on top form, really sort of happy with the way things are going. If you've liked today's episode, as ever, please like, share, subscribe. Hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better tomorrow. An early night, I think, I'm just about to sort of turn in, probably a bite to eat and then turn in. I'm actually lying down at the moment. So hopefully I'm feeling better, but like I say, please like, share, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll be back. Hopefully as well, getting out there for a Wednesday workout, but if not, I'll be encouraging you to do so. So until then, guys, just doing it.